Chapter 1.16 The Conspiracy of Characters. John stares at Lilith, and his world, which he thought had already hit rock bottom, breaks through into a new abyss of absurdity. So, he says slowly, trying to fit this into his scientific worldview. My whole existential drama, the great filter, the anomalies, all of it exists because our God has attention problems. Bingo, genius, Lilith replies, pulling a slim cigarette out of thin air and lighting it with a snap of her fingers. The smoke, however, doesn't rise, just another unfinished prop. He's probably writing right now about some elf-isekai or yet another detective story. And you and I, we're just open tabs in his browser he forgot to close. John sinks into his chair. For the first time, he doesn't feel fear or anger but a kind of dark, cosmic irony. It was so humiliating it was almost funny. And what do you suggest? He asks. Wait until he gets bored and deletes us too. No, Lilith says, and for the first time there's something like interest in her eyes. Waiting is exactly what he wants us to do. That's boring, and he hates boredom. We're not going to run or fight. That's stupid. We'll do something smarter. She leans closer to the glass of her display case. He abandons stories when they turn bland, when he already knows what's coming next. Our job is to make this plot so gripping, so unpredictable that he simply can't drop it. We need to turn this story into his masterpiece, his magnum opus. We'll hook him so hard he'll have no choice but to keep writing. John looks at her, and in his mind a new, mad idea begins to take shape. You're suggesting we capture his attention. I'm suggesting we capture his story, she corrects him. You have the tool, she nods at the typewriter. You can change the scenery, and I have the experience. I know what makes a story work: intrigue, danger, mystery, enough of sitting in this sterile box of yours. Authors love action. Let's give him action. Lilith looks at the blank wall of John's lab. Write a door here, she orders. Old oak with rusty hinges. Still not fully understanding, but for the first time in a long while feeling not despair but excitement, John sits down at the typewriter and writes. In the wall of the laboratory, an old oak door appeared. The door materializes instantly. Good, Lilith says. Now add intrigue. John types under her dictation. The door creaked open. From beyond came the scent of ozone and damp earth. In the doorway stood a dark figure in a long cloak that hid its face. Under the cloak, the outline of some weapon could be seen. They both fall silent, staring at the door. By their own will, they have just let something unknown and potentially dangerous into their world. They've stopped being reactive. They've become proactive. And now what? John whispers. And now, Lilith answers, devilish sparks dancing in her eyes. We see who our author decides to cast in this role. We've written the beginning. Let him do the work. They wait. And for the first time ever, it's not John waiting for something to be done to him. It's the creator waiting to see what his characters will do. The game has been reversed.